guys for disappearing for like over a week. I think it's been like 9 days or so, 8 or 9 days since my last video. I tend to try to not do that, but frankly, I'm just gonna level with you guys that I've been dealing with really deep, bad depression issues again, and every time I've gone to film, it's been very visible to the point where I couldn't bring myself to even use that footage. I just deleted it and got rid of it and tried to start over and refilm it again, but I kind of feel like, it might be smarter to just be honest that this is the thing I'm going through right now. I suffer from bipolar depression. I've mentioned that before in the past. Some of you are probably newer to the channel and don't know that, and sometimes it gets really bad, and eventually it comes back up the other side. I think I may have hit the lowest low point in this particular wave of it a few nights ago, and I'm currently trying to crawl back out of it again. So, yeah, but the reality of it basically looks like there's days where I've literally not even gotten out of bed. Yesterday was one of those days where literally I think I got up to pee once. That was the only time I even got out of bed yesterday, because if you've never dealt with actual depression, it's not the same thing as just feeling down about something. It's a huge difference, but actual full-blown depression is really debilitating sometimes, to the point where you can't do anything because it's so severe, and I am prone to it getting that bad. I also realize that it eventually lifts and goes back the other way, so I try to just weather it out and let it do its thing, and basically that's where I've been, if anybody's been wondering. A few of you know just how bad it got because you talked to me during that time frame about what was going on, but the rest of you obviously had no way of knowing this, but that is where I've been. I'll try to be more active and present from here out now that I've basically gotten that off my chest, that that's a thing. But yeah, pretty much I kept deleting every video because I kept feeling like I'm looking at them and just seeing Princess Sad Eyes in every damn video. I was like, I can't use that. I can't use that. But at least since I've thrown it out there, it's like, well, at least even if that's still a thing for a while, you guys will know why that's a thing, instead of it just seeming like I'm randomly miserable for no reason, which, with depression, there isn't always a thing that sets it off. It's literally a brain chemistry disorder. Sometimes it gets so out of whack that you just can't deal with things, and it gets overwhelming. But yeah, I know that usually I do the goals list things on the first day of every other month. There's supposed to be one this month. I posted the giveaway ending video that day and was gonna do one of these, but then it just ended up making me feel that much more depressed, realizing what a freaking loser I am for not really doing much of anything on here yet again, and ultimately was debating maybe not even uploading one, but you know what, screw it, I'm uploading it anyway. So, mostly because I feel like hardly anybody even watches these particular videos, so I honestly don't care about judgment that hard. So, yeah, I have the list right here. There's pretty much just this check-in, one at the beginning of December, and then one last final tally at the end of December to see how I did with this list, and then I guess I'll decide if I want to make another list for next year or not. But, yeah. Anyway, I should probably get on with it since I've just been babbling for 4 minutes about crap that nobody cares about. So, anyway, yeah, so, first thing on here, get room and bathroom clean and keep them that way. I had actually started making progress on this. I don't remember if that had been a thing yet or not when I did the last update video. I got about the first third of the room pretty immaculate for a little bit and had done both of my closets. And then I fucked them up again, because apparently I'm good at that. So I'm basically back to square one. So that's epic fail. It was a win for like a minute there, but again, depression's a bitch, and things just slide when you're that deep in it. That's how this room got so bad in the first place, but... finish the unfinished project. No. I already pre-looked at this, and yeah, the only one on here that I did at all was complete more of the spa sets. I literally just completed one earlier today. It's on my blocking board as we speak. They have to dry, then I can list and sell them, I suppose, but that is literally the only thing out of this whole list I've even touched. That's pathetic. List all the items already made, just sitting around unlisted. I got to a couple of them. I still have... Let me look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a bunch. I'm trying to not... You guys, okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I believe 8 items that still need to be listed. So yeah, I'll eventually do those. Bake more. Yeah, no, still haven't done that even once this year. Get more variations of current items up in the shop. I've done a little bit of that. Continue expanding product lines with new items. I feel like that goes hand in hand with the last thing on there, so yeah. Learn more new techniques. Kind of depends how you define techniques. I mean, those of you who follow my Instagram saw my little shit-tastic clay things, which I suppose goes with the next thing on here of try new craft types outside my comfort zone to experiment. Yeah, this was not my first experience with them, but it is only the second batch I've done, so I feel like there is a long way to go in learning curve, but yeah, my little polymer clay things I did. A calculator, which sucks. A chocolate chip cookie, which sucks. A backpack, which sucks. An apple, which may be the only thing that I actually like how it turned out. Paint palette and brush, which sucked. Little book, which is not that great. A pencil that I would have liked, but it curved and therefore sucks. Little tiny ruler. A teeny tiny PB&J sandwich complete with jelly coming out the sides. I actually do kind of like that one. A very geographically inaccurate globe. Sucks. And a little tiny thing of notebook paper, which, okay, I do kind of like how that one came out, because that one's cute, but yeah, that's about as far as I got with, ooh, let's not break them, but about as far as I got with any of that old stuff, so, just putting those down. And last one, okay. So, where did I leave off? Make every effort to continue the upward earning trajectory. See if the ×3 pattern continues. We're in October. I don't think the ×3 pattern is going to continue. I don't think it's even going to quite come to what I earned last year. If it does, I'll be thrilled, but yeah, this may be the first year it's gone down instead of up, although part of that wasn't my fault, because when Etsy did its overhaul, it kind of screwed everybody over for a couple months there, so it makes a big difference for those couple of months that it was during. Write more patterns, haven't done any of that. Make time for guitar and or piano daily, even if only a little. Okay, I actually did a thing, although not daily, but for a while it was daily, for a couple weeks anyway. Yeah, I was working on guitar for a couple weeks there before I hit the hardcore depression really hard. I was trying desperately to learn how to play Peter Allen's Tenterfield Sadler, but I'm sure nobody cares because nobody even knows what I'm talking about here, so. Draw more. Yeah, I drew like one thing last night. Write more. I actually have done some of that. Not that I show it to anyone but like one person, but I do that daily, so. What the hell? I hear something moving. That scares me because it sounds like it was in my closet, and I swear to God, if there is a mouse in there, I'm going to flip out. We have not had anything like rodents in this house. If this is the start, I'm going to lose it. Yeah, hopefully that was not what I just heard. Hopefully that was just my nephews playing on the other side of the wall, because, oh my gosh, I am, like, trying really, really hard not to panic attack right now over that. But yeah, there was definitely something on the other side of that wall that sounded like it was going. I'm like, oh heck no! But that would be just my luck, wouldn't it? Create something every day. Yeah, I don't know that that's maybe close to it, but not something necessarily new. But filling orders and stuff, I suppose that counts, maybe. Take more photos and try to keep up with photo challenges. Yeah, no, that hasn't happened. Make more videos, try to maintain regularity. You guys saw how I did with that. I kind of fell down on my face with that one since the last update. I'll try and fix it, but I keep maintaining the Facebook movie challenge and beat last year's total. I've maintained that. Haven't beat last year's total, though, I don't think, but I may be coming up close on it. Maybe getting somewhere with that, because I think I only got to about 200 last year, and I'm already at like 175 this year. Work through all the DVR stuff. Yeah, still working on that, but it's like a perpetual, never-ending thing, because I always take more shit. So. Actually work on the Cabaret 54 site. I actually, little tiny behind-the-scenes stuff, but I don't know if that even counts, but I did something with it. Update the other blogs. Oh wait, no, that doesn't apply anymore because those were deleted, so just gonna cross that off. Back into the daily reading habit. I had kind of maintained that until I hit the end of the current book and then didn't get around to reviewing it yet, so I've kind of just not started anything new because I don't want to confuse myself with books. So, there's that. Take vitamins daily. Yeah, I haven't done that in a while because I realized they were giving me heart palpitations, which they're not supposed to do. But I read the side effects, and apparently it is a known side effect. It's a rare one, but it's a known one. So I'm like, always, man. I always get the rare ones, but yeah. So I wasn't sure if my heart was just screwing up worse again, or if it was that. So I discontinued those and tried to take one not that long ago when there was some bug going around. I figured I should probably help bolster my immune system some, and within an hour could feel the difference with like my heart rate. I was like, okay, it's definitely those. So I haven't taken any since. Stop skipping meals for days at a time in a bid to lose weight. I haven't really done it to lose weight, but skipping meals, yeah, that's... yeah. Still kind of constantly happening. Especially in, like, the past week. I could probably count on one hand how many times I've eaten anything. That is not a good thing. I should work on that. Exercise, well, I did once, if that counts. That doesn't count. I had to walk to the post office. It's a 2-hour walk both ways, so this was like 4 hours of walking. I feel like that totally counts for like the entire 2-month span, right? It totally doesn't count. Maintain the med schedule. Don't let it get wonky again. Yeah, about that. I just fail at everything, seriously. Drink at least 1 bottle of water and 1 cup of tea daily. I've done the tea part of it. I haven't kept up with the water, but that's more just out of inconvenience of not feeling like walking to the garage. When they were in the house, I was staying on top of it. I don't like going to the garage, so. And for a while I was doing it from the tap, but with the California drought, they keep changing where our water sources come from, and they do taste different, and I cannot deal with the current one. It tastes like there is literal actual dirt in the water, and it's disgusting, and I cannot bring myself to drink that, so, yeah, anyway, sort all the beads. I feel like I worked on that a little bit. I can't remember if that was since the last update or not, though. I think it was. I don't know. Work harder at communication skills. Yeah, no. Stop letting anxiety win. Yeah, that's funny. That's real funny. At the height of depression, that's real funny. Pretty much when my depression soars, so does the anxiety. Even worse. And it has been, trust me. Try to double my current savings. Yeah, no. I mean, at least it hasn't gone down, but it's still basically being kept level with where it's been, so haven't really accomplished anything on that front. Carve out more gaming time again. I did do that. I did a thing. It was a very unimportant thing, but I did a thing. I finally got my Wii U out of the box. That was a fairly considerable thing right there, since I've had it since Christmas, and it finally made its way out of the box, as you guys on Instagram saw the day when I finally hooked it up. Only bad part is I have to buy the RCA wires, because I still have an old school, what is it, CRT TV? Is that what it is? I think it's CRT TV for the old ones that aren't a flat screen or anything. So I still have one of those in here, but because there's no HDMI ports on it anywhere, there's not enough people that use the old kinds of TVs anymore, so they sell it with an HDMI wire, but not the other. So I've been using it with my sister's spare TV, so I've just got it hooked up on the bench outside my room for convenience for right now, but eventually I will either end up buying another wire for that, or taking the one off of my old Wii and just using that, because I could do that, but I still intend on using that, because I have games on there that I bought that I don't think you can necessarily transfer over to the Wii U. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know if that works or not. Plus, some of the controllers I think only work with the old Wii. But yeah, so there's that. But at least I have hooked it up and did spend a good amount of time using that. So that was a thing before I fell into my hole of depression. You would think that during it I would be playing a lot of it, but even that seems like too much to ask me to do. That should tell you just how deep in over my head I am, to where I can't even get out of my bed, walk about, I don't know, 15 feet that way, and go play video games. Yeah, that should tell you everything about how deep it's been. The fact that I'm even out of bed today feels like a huge accomplishment just for how bad yesterday was, but like I said, I know, nobody cares, but and the last thing on here is improve organization. I planned it out. I think I did actually do some of that since the last check. I reorganized my my cube shelving stuff that's over on this closest wall here, as well as moved some of the stuff that was in there into pop-up hamper things instead, since it's easier to get to them, even with digging through there, than it was in that. Excuse me, my nose. But yeah, where they were crammed so tightly in there to where the yarn was snagging on the wire frame and either messing up the yarn or bending the frame, and just basically was all bad. So I got those out of there, stuck them in a pop-up hamper, and called it a day. I have 4 of them for that purpose. I've only filled 2. It's a step in the right direction. Still working on it. I also got, what else did I organize? I organized my lip balm collection into, well, for the time being anyway, into these plastic container things. I know what I want to get for them, but for the time being, these work. They're kind of just these big plastic bins, essentially, and I kind of just chucked them in there. They're not ultimately that organized in there, but at least they're not, like, literally everywhere, spread out all over my room, so I feel like this is another step in the right direction. I organized the closets, at least where the clothes are concerned. I still have yet to do the shelves in there, but it's a step in the right direction. I organized part of the desk. That was also something. I'm looking around to see what else, because I know there was more than that, but my brain's foggy right now. But, I did organize something in my bathroom, but I'm having a brain fart on what it was now. Oh, I remember what was over there. I organized, more of my vinyl collection into boxes that previously didn't have anywhere to go. They were kind of just sitting out wherever. Now they're in a box, which is all neat and tidy and wonderful. Unfortunately, I need to get more boxes of approximately that size to put more of them in. But for the time being, at least that's a help for the ones over there, because I was starting to get concerned about just how they're just out, and was worried that they were going to start warping or bending or getting messed up, and now they're in a thing where they're upright, and they're not being pushed all against each other, weight-wise anyway. They're up and down ways, so they're okay. But, yeah, so that helps for them. I still have a crap load of them on the other side of my room that I need to get into proper boxes. I used to have cases for these, but after we got robbed in the old house, they destroyed my cases. So they took my records and they destroyed the cases. But I have more that I've bought since then that, if the cases weren't destroyed, could have used those for it, but don't have them anymore. But ultimately, those cases were pretty small. They were only about, like, this deep. So, I mean, you could only fit about 20 records in there per thing, and for being that bulky, that kind of seemed like wasting space, really. But yeah, there's got to be a better way of doing it, but for having the limited amount of room that I have to work with, kind of the best thing I can do is just put them upright in boxes and just deal with the not too great looking aesthetic of cardboard boxes. I mean, it doesn't bother me any, but everybody else thinks that it looks ghetto. I really don't give a crap. As long as it protects them in there, I'm good. So, there's that. I feel like I organized something else too, though. I'm trying to remember what the hell it was. I'm, like, looking around the room trying to remember. Oh my goodness. I am at a loss. What was it? I don't know. I don't Yes, I do. Okay, I just remembered. My celebrity magazine collections, I organized those. They still need a more permanent spot to go than where they currently are, but they're ultimately organized in some sort of order, which is good. Another step in the right direction. I just need to put them somewhere properly. So they're in chronological order. They're divided up by celebrity. They're also divided up by size for ones that came out at the same time to keep it all neat and tidy that way. So, yeah, that. When you're a collector, you do weird shit. I don't know, but, yeah. Well, that is the end of this list. Yeah, there's nothing on the next page, so that's the end of that list, so. Yeah, hopefully by the next check-in, I'll have done something more here than what I've done, but at the same time, this isn't the worst I've done with this list this year. There have been other months where I haven't even gotten this much done, where I literally maybe accomplished 2 things out of the whole thing, so that's something. That's some improvement, even with dealing with what I'm dealing with right now. That is still an improvement, so I'm gonna count it. Even though I still feel like an utter failure for not having more done than that, but it's still something, so. Anyways, that's about all I have to say there on that matter. I will be back. I'll be uploading another video tonight that probably more of you will watch than this one, because, yeah, I know, these ultimately aren't that interesting. They're more of just for my own tracking this stuff than anything, and trying to hold myself accountable to something. But, yeah. anyways, like I said, I'm babbling, so I'm just gonna wrap this up here and post it. If you watch it, cool. If you don't watch it, cool. It's all good. So